All right, let's do a little update of what's been going on. We got an update for Tim, Mikey, and yeah, we'll talk about, I guess, Tater's biker buddies. They're not real happy with me. All right, where should we start? Let's see. Let's start with the Hanks. So after the baby reveal video, they're back to the property stuff, and they got their well drilled. So that was what the latest video was. Pretty cool, pretty interesting. Watching the Florida guys come in and drill their well and stuff. It was cool to watch to see how they do it. Guy had an old rig from the 30s. He said a new one cost over $1 million, so he'd rather fix his old one than spend $1 million and still have to fix the new one. So, but yeah, good information. And they went over the cost of everything, price and all that good stuff. So that's what the Hanks are up to. Good stuff, making progress. So they got the well, the pump in the well, everything's good to go. Now all I need is electricity to run the pump. So I guess that's the next thing. But they talk about, timelines and how you got to make appointments, and sometimes it's months out and all this other stuff. So yeah, good information for anybody that just got land, is looking for land, wants to do stuff with land and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's what the Hanks are up to.
We got water.
So it looks like good old Sarasota Tim looks like he's reveling in his victory. Now, he's not coming right out and saying what it was and what it wasn't and what happened, but he's just saying that he's thanking everybody for all their texts and emails and comments and well wishes and congratulations and all that. So again, he's reveling in all this without coming right out and being a real dick and talking about it. He thanks the guys again for paying for his gas and his hotels and all that good stuff. So yeah, he's all happy. So be prepared for him to be going gung-ho now, since he got that one more win under his belt. So yeah, it looks like that little new nickname we kept with old Teflon Tim. Yep, looks like Teflon Tim might just stick. No pun intended.
All of your comments, your supportive comments, congratulatory comments, your support, your encouragement. I have lots of people that I know that I've met in my community that have my personal phone number, my email, and they've texted and called, and we spoke several times, that are just elated and very happy for this situation to be in my rearview mirror and for being, vindicated.
So it would appear that good old Mikey changed his channel name, which, if you think about it, it could mean a couple different things. Well, one, it's, from what I said, you can't have your channel name being Cheap Off-Grid Living and then talk about gloom and doom and the sky is falling and expect people to watch because they're over there to watch off-grid shit. And he blamed YouTube for not putting it out to the right crowd. Well, duh. How stupid is he? So he changed his name to, get this one, Staring at Trees. So Cheap Off-Grid Living is now Staring at Trees, where he sits in his pilot and talks to gloom and doom stuff. He did put out another one after he said he was going to quit, which is the next thing. If you're going to quit YouTube, and it's not clickbait, folks, I'm really quitting. Everybody else who does these I'm quitting YouTube videos is all clickbait. Not Mikey. He reassured us it's not clickbait. But why would you go ahead and make changes and change your channel name in an attempt to get your videos out to the right audience if you're quitting? So yeah, Mikey quitting YouTube. He's blowing smoke up his own ass too. He ain't quitting. Again, he can't quit. He needs the YouTube money and he wants to get back in so he gets free shit and then he can put stuff on his Amazon wish list and tell people, hey, support me because I need this and that and that. Because that's how Mikey survives. And he's got to get some people on his side so they click on that PayPal link. And how's he going to get people to click on that PayPal link if he ain't on YouTube? So he ain't going no damn where, in my opinion. So if you're tired of pressed pennies, patches, abandoned places, and broke-ass neon signs, but you still want to watch the Route 66 stuff, go over and check out my buddy Bunny from Bunny Plays Here. She is in Missouri. Really cool places. And Bunny's got the history. She talks about all kinds of stuff and tells you what's going on. Much, much better info and much, much better scenery on Route 66, in my opinion. So if you still want to see some 66 stuff, but are tired of the, you know, again, the pressed pennies and the patches, go over and check out Bunny and see Route 66 without the cat hair. Now, speaking of the Tater, he is still so far posting stuff about Route 66. I guess the latest is he's in Kansas. So I don't know what kind of sauce is in those rivers. I know it's not the Arkan sauce. Yeah, oh, that shit drives me crazy. It's the Arkan sauce river. It's full of Arkan sauce. But yeah, so he's in Kansas. So I don't know what's going on with that. But then we're going to move along to Bob and Tam's excellent adventure. That's right. Tater's good biker buddies that are in Sturgis. Maybe they're the ones that hired him to go to Sturgis. Maybe they hired some friends. Maybe they needed some friends, so they hired Tater to go to Sturgis. Maybe they gave him some incentive that Mikey needs. You know, Mikey needs that incentive. Maybe Tater needed some incentive too. So maybe Bob and Tam cut Tater a check or clicked on his PayPal link. But anyway, apparently a couple of days ago, I did talk about this last night on live stream, but in case you weren't there, yeah, a couple of days ago, I guess Line Screw, he had a little run-in with them, and they threatened him with violence and bodily harm and all kinds of good stuff. Well, I used a little 10-second clip, if that, of theirs on one of my videos. So they had to come over and give me the what's for and inform me that I didn't ask them permission to use their clip. And I simply replied, well, I don't remember asking to use your clip. They said that I was gonna get a letter from their attorney or their lawyer or whatever term they used. But, so what? Is this like Tater's letters that I'm still waiting for over 2 years now? I've been laying on my mailbox for over 2 years and still haven't received any of his 2 or 3 letters that he said that the lawyers were sending. So now I got to wait for one from Bob and Tam. It's their excellent adventure. Well, here's what I have to say. First of all, if you're on the YouTubes and you're the big biker channel and you're doing this and that and you're doing the Sturgis and you're making money from this, that, and the other, wouldn't you think people would know their job, know how their job works? You know? It's like saying, hey, I'm a welder. What's this thing? What do these knobs do? What does this stick do? I know it makes an arc, but how does it work? Right? And you would think that they would know what fair use is. You would think that they know that there's actually a button that YouTube created that makes it really easy to take a clip. It's right there. It's a little take a clip button. It makes it, I don't do it that way, but it makes it real easy. So if it's not allowed on YouTube, why would YouTube make a button to make it really easy for you to do something that you're not allowed to do? And then, if you're these big bad biker people and you're the big time YouTubers and you know how everything works, don't you think that you would be at Sturgis enjoying yourself, hanging out with all your like-minded biker buddies, doing the Sturgis thing, instead of worrying about somebody using a little 10-second clip of your video that is totally legal, but it just doesn't make you happy? Well, why? Again, it's allowed, but if you're having the greatest time of your life at Sturgis, the big motorcycle rally, what are you doing fucking around in my comment section? Oh, you're gonna hear from my lawyer. I don't give two shits. One, a letter's never coming. Two, if it does, it'll be a nice light read. I enjoy that. I'll check for grammatical errors and I will respond accordingly. There's nothing to talk about. But make your videos, get your views, count your fucking money, and go play biker boy. You know? Biker couple, I don't know. I don't know who's writing the comments. It could be him, it could be her, it could be both. They could be tag teaming it. I don't know, nor do I care. The point is, again, if you're the big bad bikers and you're at Sturgis, go do biker things. Go do Sturgis things. Go make your videos. Don't worry about somebody taking a little snippet of your shit that has nothing to do with nothing. A little thing of the Tater and Diana on a bike. Ooh, that's gonna destroy your whole channel. That's gonna just dip into your monetization. Oh, it's gonna hurt your bottom line. If anything, it probably drove some more people over to your fucking video to see what was going on. So knock it off. Again, why are you worried about a little old channel like me, a little nobody, when you're big time YouTubers with big time YouTuber friends like Nomadic Fanatic? Go do big time YouTuber things and stay out of my little channel's comment section. You're not scaring anybody. And I don't care who you know in Sturgis. I probably even know some people that are in Sturgis. I might not know the city politicians, but I'm sure out of all those bikers that are there, I'm sure I probably know at least a handful of them. So don't be throwing that shit around like you tried to with Line Screw. Oh, I know people. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. So your threats of violence, they don't scare me. Your threats of legal action, there is none. So have fun with that. And just calm down before you too, like your little buddy, needs court-appointed anger management. Now go hang out with your felons and shut the fuck up.
From Victoria Station in London, this is Blind Views, and that's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back.